Hello, everyone. Welcome to the #6 Blue stage. I'd like to add our judges for this session, and it is going to be Victoria.
Hi, everyone.
Victoria. And hi, Stan. Stanisław is here as well. Super. So just let me check. The first startup that will be joining us today is Sergey. So I'll add you now. You should join us shortly, and I will share my screen as well. So you are not our judges for the first time, so you already know what's the idea here. The startups will pitch for 3 minutes, and then you'll have 4 minutes to ask them questions. So we are waiting for the first one to join us. Victoria Przybylska represents Microsoft here. And we also have Stan Rogoziński from Status Starter VC Fund. Okay, so maybe I'll prepare everything. Thank you for being on time as well. As you know, that in this online world, it's precious. Okay, I'm not sure why Sergey didn't join us so far. So Sergey, if you hear us, if you can refresh the page and click again to share audio and video, that would be perfect. So maybe we will start with Joanna. Joanna, I hope you hear us and you're there. So I'll add you now to join us here to the stream. So you should be in shortly. I will, of course, write it in the comments section to let you know which startup is pitching first, so that it's easier for you to assess them later with the forms. Oh, Sergey is here. And Joanna as well. So perfect timing. So who wants to be first?
Hello. Can you see me and hear me very well?
Yes. So Joanna, so you'll be second, okay?
No
so
problem.
We'll start with the usual order. Hello, we can hear you. Are you sharing your screen with us?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay, great. Actually, Sergey is the co-founder of LuckyCarrot. It's me. My name is Mariam.
Hi.
I'll be pitching.
Okay.
Just from another pitching session, by the way. Let me just share the screen.
Okay.
I apologize. I have to pitch in another session, so I asked Mariam to pitch instead of me. Is that fine?
That's fine. No worries. Still the same startups, still the same idea. So
Please.
So by the way, Joanna, if you hear us, you can click to share your audio and video again, so that we have you in the queue here. I'm not sure what happened with Sergey now, but hopefully they'll come back. But it's a good sign that they're busy, right? It's always good from the startup's perspective when they have a lot going on. And hi again.
Can we ask for additional 10 minutes, or I don't know how much?
No worries. So okay, okay. So Joanna is back. You should be here in a few seconds. Sorry for the mix-up. Okay.
Me again.
Okay. So are you sharing your screen?
Okay, just a second. Here we go. Can you see it?
Yes. Yes. So feel free to start. Good luck.
Okay, it's loading, I think.
We can see it.
Okay, great. But I want to share it on the full screen. And no, I don't know what's happening. Okay.
It looks good. It looks good.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I won't be able to see you, I think. I will just see my presentation. So I won't even see the clock. So
No worries. I'll tell you.
okay, so hello, my name is Jana Trojak, and I'm a founder of Mindgenic AI. Today, I would like to take you on a journey around my startup. It started in Porto. I was studying there as a foreign exchange student. At first, I really loved living alone, but soon I started to miss my family. I wanted to tell them about my day, my adventures, interesting classes I was attending, but they were busy, so we didn't talk as much. I have noticed that what I have experienced during those time living in Porto is becoming more and more prevalent problem, especially now. Studies have been conducted in China, exploring how people are feeling during those times of intense isolation. It has been shown that about 35% of people are experiencing those depressive symptoms. And what is the most surprising, those are usually young people. This gave me a certain idea. I would like to have something which helps me improve myself, increases my productivity, and keeps me company. So this is how Mindgenic AI came to existence. It is a chatbot based on artificial intelligence. It searches content from the internet and recommends it to the user. For now, chatbot can recommend exercises, materials for learning things, for instance, languages, constantly keeping us company. What we have for now, we have MVP for Facebook Messenger, still not verified by this platform, but we have invited a small group of testers to test our application. Our application is available for free for the individual customers. Once we will build our own mobile application, we are going to offer it to the companies, probably in the subscription model. Chatbot market is growing. Studies have shown that users are the most likely to use chatbots on messaging platforms, which are the most popular and engaging apps at the moment. What is more, the online education market is booming. edX and Coursera have noted 50% increase in user base. We are in between education chatbots and productivity self-care chatbots. We are focusing on young professionals who have just entered a job market. We believe that personal and professional development and finding your passion is equally important as self-care. Those are our skills. To get this project, this app to the global level, we need this. To sum up, for me, Porto was the sense of isolation, but for many people experience the same anxiety during pandemic. My solution can help them. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. It's just 30 seconds overlap, so that's a great, great outcome. So now we can move to the Q&A.
Okay.
Stan, would you like to start? Do you have any questions?
Yes. The first question that interests me most is how the personal features of a user are included in the model. I mean, how the model knows that I like Zumba or Tai Chi or Karate or something like this when it recommends me an exercise, and how it knows that it should recommend me exercising at all. It's my first question.
Okay, so
input data.
So for now, obviously it's MVP, so it's not a perfect application, but for now we are just asking which physical exercise would you like? And we have buttons for Zumba, yoga, or whatever. And we are planning to write those data in the database. So to know whether this user likes Zumba or yoga or whatever exercise he or she likes. So this is our plan, because we haven't implemented yet, but we thought about it. So it's a great question, and thank you for asking it.
Okay, and the second question, what is the follow-on? And it recommends me something, and then is the learning or exercising done with a computer, or you have to do it on yourself in the real life?
Okay, so for now, we are just asking, did you like this? Did you like this YouTube video we have recommended you? Did you exercise? So for now, we are just going with those simple tests. Yes, no. Did you like it? Did you exercise? Obviously, we don't have an idea how to yet. Obviously, how to implement it technologically, but we are just asking those questions to know whether the user found this content the most engaging.
Okay, thank you.
Victoria, do you have?
I have two questions. The first one is because AI is quite a big word, and it seems that you are not using it right now, as you said.
We are using Dialogflow as a chatbot engine.
All right. Do you want to involve it more later on to have more personalized content and tracking in terms of activities? And another question is, what is your background? Do you have some psychological background or?
Okay, so the second question. My background is in computer science and English philology. Okay. I am now, because I have a master's degree in English philology, and I'm finishing computer science in English. And I'm actually writing my master's degree in chatbot development, and I'm preparing my own project for the university. So this is my background.
And unfortunately, we have to move on. So if you can, if you'd like to let us know the rest, you can write it in the comment section. We have a sort of a delay, so we have to move on. Really sorry.
Okay.
Or you can catch up later as well. So right now we'll be joined by Sergey because he's letting us know that they are ready with a LuckyCarrot. So.
No, hi there.
Sergey, no.
Sergey is also from but yeah, he couldn't actually.
No worries. Okay, so please share your screen so that we can proceed. Because time is running. Okay. We can see it.
All right.
Okay, so 3 minutes.
All right, then I'm ready to pitch. Thank you. Did you know that 85% of employees worldwide are not engaged at work? What does it really mean? It means that 85% of employees worldwide don't put their passion, energy, best efforts, and ideas into work, and for sure will not go the extra mile for their company. Employee disengagement costs employers up to $550 billion every year. I'm Mariam, and I'm introducing LuckyCarrot. LuckyCarrot is a platform that helps companies to build strong relationships among employees, discover and keep the best talent, and create engaged teams. How do we do that? Well, LuckyCarrot gathers the data through peer-to-peer recognition model. In this model, employees appreciate each other for their daily great job and achievements by sending virtual carrots and aligning feedback with company core values. Later, employees can exchange their collected carrots into branded gift cards and fun activities. LuckyCarrot also collects feedback from employees through pulse surveys that help us measure the engagement score at companies. And with all of this collected data, we're able to map real-time interactions and relationships among employees to show the company the positive and negative dynamics within the teams and discover possible turnovers in advance. With just a few clicks, companies can see who their informal leaders, best executors, and key team players are to give them the opportunity for growth and promotion. And with LuckyCarrot, companies can see what their employee disengagement causes are and receive actionable recommendations from us on how to fix them. We charge companies $2.50 per employee per month, and we plan to take 15% commission from the gift card providers. We have 20 plus paying clients from US, Ukraine, and UAE. And among our lucky clients, we have the biggest local telecom company, Viva MS, with us, the biggest local cafeteria chain. We have Philip Morris, Armenia, and the Ministry of High-Tech Industry of Armenia. We have been growing very humbly for the last few months, and so far our retention has been 90%. In the competition, we are better than our competitors by providing companies with not only employee engagement score, but also actionable recommendations on how to boost engagement by using exactly LuckyCarrot platform. The total addressable recognition market opportunity worldwide is $41.5 billion, and the serviceable available market in Baltics and UAE is $1.5 billion. Baltics and UAE are our target markets for the next 1.5 to 2 years, and later we'll focus on the US market. We for growth with the direct sales, partnerships with HR consulting companies, integrations with HR tools, and in the team combined, we have more than 30 years of experience in product and full stack development, business, as well as entrepreneurial experience. Our monthly revenue is $3,000, and we had a pre-seed of $80,000. And by Q2 next year, our expected revenue is $12,000. And exactly around that time, Q2 next year, we need to close a seed round of around $1 million for another 18 months of a runway to expand to UAE and Baltic markets. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, thank you. And now we move to the questions. So Victoria, would you like to start? Do you have any questions?
Should I stop sharing? Sorry.
You can share. No worries. Victoria?
Yeah, to be honest, it was super quick, and I'm trying to right now to connect the dots. Maybe you can tell me something more about your markets where you want to grow and you want to develop your product in. Where are you focusing?
Yeah, so the two primary markets that right now we have started focusing on is the UAE market and the Baltic market for the next 1.5 to 2 years. So the short answer is that.
And where are you based?
We are based in Armenia, which is actually kind of very close, and that's one of, not the primary, but one of the secondary reasons why we also want to go there, because it is very easy to reach there.
Maybe I have a question, because I think it's a very smart way to gather data to give those carrots. But on the other hand, don't you afraid that it's too obvious for employees that they are being manipulated by you? That's one thing. And the second, don't you afraid some black market of the carrots in the company? So the people are going to play politics and, for example, exchange.
Yeah,
and then the whole system won't work, the whole analytics.
Okay. So the first question is that, first of all of this analytics that I showed you, this is like a backend, analytics that only the admin of LuckyCarrot sees. And usually, of course, the admin is the HR manager or the CEO. And employees don't see this analytics that is going around. And there are companies among our clients that have some different management styles. And for example, in one of the clients, there is an HR manager that shows their employees, and she makes a presentation to the management and the employees about this analytics. And she gives some great feedback on the analytics for the employees. For example, if I go to this analytics right now, which is an annex I didn't show you during the presentation, if this is Lilith, we can see that Lilith has received carrots from teamwork, self-improvement, result-driven, and helping others. And we are, let's say, a tech company, and we want everyone to be decision makers. I'm the HR manager. I can go and tell Lilith, Lilith, you have only received 2 carrots from decision making, and we personally need to work on your soft skills, right? For example, decision making. And this way, actually, the HR manager helps the employee to improve and align more with the company core values and the needed soft skills, right? So, your second question around with the black market, actually, it's a good phrase, because right now we call it the carrot corruption. Yeah. So first of all, when we were developing the product, this is like one of the very first questions during the sales to HR. This is the first that we asked ourselves. But here is a very interesting thing. Number one, when you enter a company with LuckyCarrot, you need to enter with a great fund, with the right food, let's say, right? Because it's a matter of telling your employees how to use LuckyCarrot, and we do trainings with employees. That's one of the onboarding stages with companies, small and mid-size. Second of all, it comes from the company culture, and the thing is that there is a public timeline that these thank yous appear, right? And when you have only 6 carrots and each of these carrots are worth of around $1, you won't do carrot corruption with the $1 because this is a public timeline and it's visible to everyone. Second of all, we tell the HR manager that you can detect all of that carrot corruption through this interaction graph. There are some tricks that we tell the HR manager. And lastly, even if there is some percentage of the employees, which is from our experiences, just 1 to 2% of all of the user database that we have that might do carrot corruption. Even if you have them, it is very good to know who these people are because these people are the toxic people in your company. So try to know who they are.
Thank you so much. We have to move on. So thanks a lot for your presentation, for answering the questions. If there's anything that you'd like to add, you can do it in the comment section. In the meantime, I would like to let you know that we will shortly be joined by Bianca. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Are you sharing your screen with us?
Just a second. Okay. Do you see it? Everything okay?
Yes, everything's all right. So feel free to start.
Okay. Hi, I'm Bianca from ThinkOut, the cash flow management platform for small and medium-sized businesses. When analyzing their business, entrepreneurs lack clarity and a proper overview of their financials. Unfortunately, they still use tools like spreadsheets or pen and paper, and they do not really understand how different money flows they can actually move their business. What is more, in Europe, there are 23 million SMEs, and out of them, 80% close down within the first 18 months. The problem for this is that most entrepreneurs do not really understand their business, but they more or less feel it somehow. But ThinkOut is here to help. ThinkOut is a cash flow management platform that helps managers better understand their business. By using the bank transaction history, ThinkOut offers a simple way of doing cash flow management and analysis, even for people who don't necessarily have a strong financial background. When using ThinkOut, managers better grasp the financial situation of their company in real time. And based on this, they can take informed business decisions. Therefore, we help them save time and energy while giving them the necessary confidence and tools to further grow their business. ThinkOut is a platform that applies the SaaS model with a monthly and yearly subscription, but we can also work as with a PaaS model with financial institutions that we have partnerships with. We believe that ThinkOut is the right tool at the right time because open banking standards are making data more easily accessible. There are a lot of technologies that can help us improve the forecasting engine and therefore improve the accuracy of the predictions that we offer. And also, traditional banks are coming closer to fintechs due to their technology. And we also started to work with them, especially in the markets that we are now operating in. Since 2016, we entered 3 different markets in Europe. We are from Romania, but now we also operate in Hungary and Poland. We still have a lot of things on our roadmap, but right now we are focusing on improving our forecasting models, building a dedicated API that will integrate more data from different data sources, and improve our analytics for the 3 main verticals that we are working with. We believe that managers deserve a tool that can translate dry financial data into a easy dashboard that they can use to take action. And I think ThinkOut can do this for them. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. We can smoothly move to the Q&A session. Stan, would you like to start?
If you were asked to indicate the biggest advantage of your solution and such a long-lasting competitive advantage, what would it be?
Okay, the main difference between us and our competitors is that we do not use accounting data, which has a retrospective perspective of the financials of the company, but we rather use the data from the bank account, which is real-time data and it's most on-hand data that we can use. Also, we try to make ThinkOut as easy as possible to be used, even for managers who don't really necessarily understand the very complicated aspects from the profit and loss statement or from a balance sheet. That's why we wanted to make it easily accessible, even for people who, I don't know, don't have financial background. And our main users are especially people from IT industry, marketing, or Horeca. Yeah, and they do not necessarily work every day with this kind of information.
And do you provide your customers with some kind of simulation or something like this, or it's only a data to be interpreted by their own?
I'm not sure I understood the question. Do you mean like a demo?
Do you provide only data, or you also provide some analysis of those data, like simulations or something like that?
Yeah, we also provide some metrics and indicators that can give you more information regarding the status of your company right now. And that's what we are planning to improve, because we have 3 main verticals that we are working with. As I said, IT, marketing, and Horeca. And the main focus is to help them have more related to their industry indicators and more thresholds that they can use compared to their competitors on the market. So when I enter into ThinkOut and I'm introducing the data, I can also compare my data, my metrics with the competitors, with my competitors in the same market. So I know what goals I have, and I know where I need to improve more.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, Stan asked the question I wanted to ask about competitors, but do you have already paying customers in Poland? And the other question is, what is the pricing in terms of, like, if you can tell me more about your business model?
Okay, yeah. Just to answer your second question, the subscription is monthly, which is 15 euro, or yearly, which is 144 euro. We launched our product last year in Poland. We had the marketing research, and we understood that the Polish market has a lot of similarities with the Romanian market. Right now, we do not have paying customers in Poland. We launched this new version of the. I forgot to mention that we in December we launched improved version of the platform. And due to this Corona thing, we decided to cancel the subscriptions for a period. Right now, we are back on our trials, and we are trying to convert people in paying customers. But in Poland right now, we don't have paying customers. We focused on Romania right now.
So you have some customers on trials, or?
Yeah, right now there are 300 people approximately that are using the platform. 300 companies.
Okay.
Thank you, Bianca.
Thank you very much. And good luck.
Thank you. So shortly we'll be joined by the next startup, and it will be Pavel Cheshev presenting from TimeFlip. Hi, Pavel.
Hey, I see myself, but I don't see where I can share the screen. Ah, okay, I get it now.
Mm-hmm. First,
you see
it? Yes, we can see it. Okay, so you have 3 minutes. Take it away.
All right. So hello, everyone. I'm Pavel, the CEO of TimeFlip. So time is our most valuable resource, both for individuals and businesses. Why would we need to track time? We might need to bill our hours to clients. We might need to analyze and improve productivity or estimate budgets better, allocating hours under certain clients or projects. There are dozens of software time tracking apps on the market to help us doing it, but what happens if we ask our employees to start using time tracking software? Usually it's this, because nobody likes it. It's tedious, distracting, often regarded as a necessary evil, especially for people who are not that much digital. This is why we introduced a phygital device, which is a combination of a connected physical solution with a digital platform. So all you need to do is decorate TimeFlip sites with the tasks relevant for you, connect it via Bluetooth to our mobile app, and you're good to go. Just place it with the corresponding site facing up while working on something, and all your time logs are recorded, sent to the cloud, etc. The market traditionally for time tracking solutions are basically all knowledge industries, but software development industry is the core of it, where time tracking is already an industry standard. But that was before, like, approximately $2 billion market was before the coronavirus epidemics. Now we're in a different reality, where about 3/4 of all businesses are reviewing the concepts, how they control their employees, how they estimate, evaluate their productivity and time, and what is the proportion of employees kept on remote. So that creates great market opportunities for us. As a startup, we're a couple of years old. We have produced and sold over 6,000 devices of the first generation. We do sell online and deliver to anywhere in the world, basically mostly to the US and Europe. Now, TimeFlip of the first generation was essentially a consumer device, a consumer gadget, but we're seeing serious demand from business of various size. And this is why we just now introduced the TimeFlip 2, the second generation, which is more B2B friendly. It's also interactive, provides the light feedback. But what's most important, we want to develop it into something much more than any other tracker, but into something that provides work pattern analytics. So we combine the time logs generated by the user plus task categorization, plus user circadian rhythm, everything to give feedback on how should you structure your working day, how by rearranging the tasks inside the day, you can basically do the same amount of work, but in much less time and be less stressed. Yeah, we're a 5 people core team, small team. We subcontract a lot. We all come from Russia, but since last year, we are in Poland. We have won Poland prize by Huge Thing last year and appeared in a number of startup media. So I'd be happy to hear your questions. Let's talk. Thanks.
Sure, we can move to the Q&A now. Victoria, do you have any questions for Pavel?
Yes, actually, we've met during Huge Thing. Yeah. So I wanted to ask 3 things. The first one, since then, what was the biggest thing that has changed apart from coronavirus? So have you developed any new feature or anything product-wise? Secondly, how many people already are using in Poland? And yeah.
Okay. So basically, when we met, we were in the process of setting up the production of the second generation, which is now live. Basically, it was delayed for a couple of months because China was shut down, but now it's live and we started first deliveries. So it's the biggest thing, and we are working on the other features like integrations now. The second question was
how many people are using?
How many people in Poland? We don't actually separate like Poland from anything else. Like for us, European market being in Poland means being inside Europe. Basically, so far we don't really have any kind of B2B sales streamline. So what we do, we sell to people inside companies. Basically, it's like B2C2B. So people become evangelists of our solution. They buy it or they influence purchasing departments, etc. So it's basically still B2C. We do like digital marketing and sell it online.
Okay, but can you like put just a range so we could see what's the mass of that you're already selling?
In Poland, you mean?
No. Europe, you said you don't have any data on Poland.
Yeah, out of like 6, we have 6,000 of the first one and 2,000 pre-orders for the second one. It's roughly, it's about 45% will be Europe. I would estimate Poland as about 3-4% of all sales.
Okay, one more very quick. Can anyone else access information on my time?
That's what we are working on, to be more kind of business tool. So it be for now it's like one account, one TimeFlip. We want to make a team dashboard, so the manager, that's what we work on. Manager works on.
Thank you.
What is your business model? Do you sell a device or you some SaaS
Yeah,
model?
good question. Yeah, we used to sell the device, but we want to, of course, once we introduce more, like basic app will always be free, so a freemium model, but the external features like certain integrations to Slack or Jira, for example, team dashboard and some other things will be in the premium one.
And how do you connect a wall on the device with a certain activity you want to measure time?
You just set up device in the very beginning, so you place it like this, and with this icon facing up, and you find the same icon in the app, or you write your own, design your own, and that's it. It has the accelerometer, it has inside to understand its position, it has the memory and some other features.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So we are running out of time, so thank you very much.
Thanks, no problem.
If you'd like to add something, add it in the comments section. And now we will be joined by Radu Brinza from NomNom. So it's a slight change of plans, but I'll write it for you. Do not worry. Hi, Radu.
Everyone.
Hi. Are you sharing your screen with us?
I'm starting now. Can you see it?
Okay. Yes, we can. Okay, so feel free to start.
Hi, so I'm Radu from NomNom, and we're here to do our part in helping the hospitality industry. So last year, 11 countries in Europe reported a shortage of waiting staff, 7 of which severe. Romania alone was missing almost 100,000 waiters. But now there are new problems that are starting to emerge, like the need for social distancing, the need to cut down on costs and optimize processes. So all of these problems can have a huge impact on the quality and the cost of the service that's being offered by a restaurant. Of course, they have an impact on the company's cash flow, but most importantly, they can represent a huge health risk to everybody involved. So NomNom is a practical and affordable solution to all of these problems. Using our platform, a client or a waiter can access the menu by using their personal mobile device. They can order from it, and this means less waiting, less running around, and of course, less exposure. So why use NomNom? Because it's safer, it's faster, it requires a minimal investment, and at the same time, it helps cut down on certain costs, and the adoption process is very fast. We're targeting almost everybody in the hospitality industry, and we're offering a monthly subscription plan starting from 30 euros per month per location. There are other players trying to solve the same problems, but so far we've noticed that we have one fundamental advantage, which is our platform is designed to integrate with existing POS providers on the market today. So we're not trying to replace them. And this comes as a huge advantage for our clients from a cost perspective and an adoption time perspective. We're currently partnered with 2 of the major POS providers in our country, and we're working on a 3rd. So right now, we are, together with our partners, we're running an extended pilot program. And our focus for the next short period of time is to stabilize our platform before moving to the next set of features to implement. We already have 8 of the 10 clients that we wanted for our pilot program, and we're working on the other ones. Most of the clients are paying members. In the next 2 years, we're targeting 1,000 clients and then 4,000 in the next 5 years. So this is us. We've been working together for close to 8 years now, and we're alumni of the Fil Rouge Capital Acceleration Program, as well as Y Combinator Startup School Program. So help us shape the future of hospitality by using NomNom.
Thank you so much. It's time for the questions. So Stanisław, do you have any questions for Radu?
So as I understand, a waiter only brings a food to your table.
Yes. So we're cutting down on the time needed to get his attention, to bring you the menu, bailer. So yeah,
I have one only important question in my mind. I don't understand why, because the technology was ready many years ago to implement such a solution. Okay, COVID has increased the problems, but efficiency, I don't know, productivity, unemployment, low unemployment rate in Poland, for example, and other European countries, it was always there for few years, for many years. And I don't see the reason why such a solution didn't appear in the past. Why
But there were solutions like this. There were attempts like this in the past. We personally know of at least one in our country. There was this industry isn't always fast in picking up technology, so that's been a factor in the past. But people are getting more and more accustomed to using mobile devices. Another factor is the fact that mobile devices are getting more and more fast. So, because speed is an aspect that's very important in their industry. So if you have to wait a lot for your phone to react when you send an order, that also influences it. Another thing that we've noticed, like I mentioned in the presentation, is that not all of the apps have tried to integrate with the POS providers. And again, this has a time aspect to it, because setting up a menu in another application takes time for the administrator, and you change something, you have to change it in both applications. So that's also a factor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I actually have a question. You seem to have quite a lot of clients that you want to approach. How do you want to approach them? The first thing is. And yeah, maybe you can answer that.
Sure. So right now we're approaching our clients mostly through our partners, because this can come as a service that they offer on top of the service that they're already offering. So we're not colliding with a service that they already have implemented. We just extend their service, so it's easier for them to provide this to their clients. So by integrating with one partner, we get access to a large number of clients. Our plan moving forward is to continue with this model, like attract more POS providers that are already on the market and integrate with them and get access to their clients this way. And our target for the next 5 years is not just locally for Romania. We want to achieve this target by going outside of Romania.
Okay, and another question is that you already said that there are quite many solutions like that. Why do you think they haven't been so successful and they didn't went like really viral in terms of popularity?
Well, most solutions right now are just focused on providing a digital menu. So that is indeed part of what it's all about, but it doesn't help you with optimizing processes. The second one, and I keep repeating it because from our experience it's important for the client, is this integration. We've had pushback before we got to a point where we integrated with our partners because of the reasons that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, but don't you think that people need help while ordering, like in terms of they need person to tell them, answer questions and recommend stuff?
I mean, we can have recommendations, so that's something that can be implemented as upselling or cross-selling. But as far as help goes, just as much as you need to order from, I don't know, a home delivery app, it's the same thing, but it's at the table.
Thank you, Radu. We have to move on. Thanks a lot. If you'd like to add something, add it in the comments section. Anna will be joining us shortly, as you could see earlier in the comments here. Anna from Flamingo App. Hi, Anna.
Hi.
Are you sharing your screen with us?
I cannot find. Oh, there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's probably loading. Yeah, I can see it. So feel free to start. 3 minutes starts now.
Okay, great. So my name is Anna, and I'm the CEO of Flamingo App. Now let's
start with the problem. Most of restaurants reduce the capacity when reopening, affecting their income. Getting predictability is difficult in this period when consuming habits are changing so fast. And also, social interactions between clients and restaurant staff can help spreading the virus. Okay, so let's think of solutions. How about we reduce the waiting time to allow faster customer flow? How about we provide constant customer behavior data, digitize customer interaction to ensure social distancing, and integrate reservations, pre-orders, payments in only one platform? How does it work? It's quite simple. You pre-order, make a reservation, and pay in only one app, not waiting for cooking. Clients arrive when the meal is ready. So our purpose is to enhance communication with the customers. Well, competition, who doesn't have it? And right now we're focusing on two key differentiators. How about reservations and online or offline transactions? If we're looking on online transactions with no reservation, we have Foodpanda, Glovo, Takeaway, all of those delivery apps. If we want to have offline transactions with no reservation, we'll look at e-menu, QR code menu, or other digitizing the menu solutions. And when talking about reservations and offline transactions, we have a local business called Hello, or the classic function of phone reservations. But when we want reservations and online transactions, that's where you find Flamingo App. As a key differentiators, we have ease of use and setup, predictability, works on any smartphone or tablet, digital communication, and knowing your customers' preferences. As a product, here you have a sneaky peek of how it looks like. And you can find nearby restaurants, find the fast pre-order and reserve a table, split payments with friends and colleagues, and arrive when the order is ready for dinner or to pick it up. As a business model, we have an income model as a commission of each transaction we bring to each restaurant, and a setup fee of 50 euros. Our mission right now is to allow people to know that it's safe for them to go out in this pandemic times. And our long-term goal is to become a platform that enhances the restaurant experience. The long-term goal are to remove boundaries like language barrier or improve communication with clients. Right now we're fundraising and we're looking for an investor to join our digitizing the hospitality industry mission. That will be it.
Thank you so much. We are already in the Q&A because we ran out of time. So Stanislav, would you like to ask a question to Anna?
How many customers do you have already?
Right now we have some local businesses. We're discussing with around 50 businesses from the current city, Cluj, from Romania. And we're right now discussing with other cities too, to add on our platform. We are not launched yet. We have launched. Here is something that might help. On March 2019 we started. On June we received a fundraise, and on November we launched the first beta version to gather feedback. And we are preparing to launch in 6th of July.
And how many users of the application do you have?
Based on the fact that we haven't used marketing yet, we have around 200 users that right now the app is not available, it's not public. We only went public for a couple of weeks to gather feedback.
And have you thought about customers' profiles concerning restaurants?
Yes. Yes, we did. we did, and our customer focus is on two separate sectors. First one, it's about the 9-to-5 worker that has no free time and wants to get a fast meal, that instead of choosing to get delivery at the office, it's better to get a little some fresh air and go to the nearest restaurant to have a meal, because by now people already order by phone just to get out of the building and refresh their mind. And that's what we're targeting, the lunch break. And also the second one would be the large groups that get that from the feedback we've received, they have a difficult time when splitting the bill. When you have a big group like 10-15 people, it's difficult for each of them to know who bought what, who ordered this, who ordered that, and that's what we're targeting to solve for the B2C sector.
Last question for the first group: why a simple phone call doesn't work?
Because the restaurant doesn't have security that that person will arrive. By paying in advance, you get the insurance that it's gonna come to the reservation. If you only make a phone call, you can change your mind anytime. You can find a better restaurant, you can find another options. But if you make a pre-order, that gives you the feeling that that person will show up.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, go on.
How do you tackle the problem of customers coming late? I mean, if eating shouldn't be stressful. If I go out, I don't want to be stressed that I will be 5 minutes late and my food will be cold. So how do you tackle this problem? Do you have some notifications to remind?
So Anna,
yeah, we do have. We have
answer the question here because we really need to speed up here and we're out of time. So if you can answer your question in the comment section or catch up with Victoria later, that would be perfect. So that we can now move to the part where our judges get to talk a bit more about themselves, which is great. So maybe we'll start with Victoria. So maybe I'll share something else instead of the clock. So if you'd like to tell us a bit more about the innovation that you're looking for and what you do about yourself, that would be great.
I will be quick as we are running out of time. Just to sum up, I'm Victoria from Microsoft. I work with Microsoft for startups in CEE. Mostly I'm responsible for Poland, Ukraine, and I've started also to be responsible for Czech Republic, for Czechia. Regarding Microsoft for startups, we provide program for scale-ups. Actually, startups in US are quite bigger, so in Poland we would call it scale-up. First of all, we offer credits on Azure, but obviously that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that we are offering business help. We are helping to co-sell solutions. We help to put application to upload it to our internal marketplace. And also, as we know our clients, and we have quite good portfolio, big portfolio in Poland of clients, we are helping to reach our clients' needs with startup solutions. And in terms of credits, we offer 25K for the first year and then extension of $120K per second year. And we are looking for B2B. This is super important because we cannot help B2C startups. We are looking for startups that we could partner with then after they graduate. So we are looking for B2B startups. Various industries. We are present in most of the industries with funding and already commercial implementations. So if you have startup like that, I'm always happy to meet and talk about it in details.
Thanks a lot. There's also in the Expo Zone a booth of Microsoft, so make sure to get there as well. Okay, so thanks, Victoria. So now it's Stan's turn, and I'll put up the website. Okay, so if you'd like to tell us a bit more, now's the time.
My name is Stan Rogoziński from Status Starter. We are a venture capital fund. We invest in the digital area in startups located mostly in Poland. We are focused on the seed and Series A round investments. Our capitalization is $12 million, and our investment ticket is $1 million per company dollars. We have just started to invest, so we would gladly hear about your ideas in our venture capital fund.
Thank you very much. Okay, so right now I need to run to the #7 because they are already there waiting, the startups and the judges. So thank you very much for being here with us today. There was a very interesting workshop from Microsoft as well on the main stage. I hope you didn't miss that. So I'll see you around. Finals of the 100 Wolves will be happening on the main stage. So to see who will win, you'll need to tune in there. So yeah, so thanks a lot again for being here, and I'll see you around.
Bye.
Bye.